145.
Try it. 5'10", 150.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
Not kidding you. 145, 150.
No.
Yes. Look at me. I'm thin.
Well, do I look fat to you?
No, but I'm just saying.
Now, hold on. I went to this Cedar Sinai. I might go to a hospital once 20 years. I had an infection here. You better go to the hospital. I'll take 6 guys' word for it. So the first thing you do, you get weighed. And my weight was 146. But I'm subtracting 1 pound for clothes. And I'm telling, doctor, I'm here to tell you, when I was 15, I weighed 145. At 70, I weigh 145. I never heard of that, doctor. You haven't gained or lost 1 single pound in 55 years, Mr. Whittemore? That's the truth.
He said you're a goddamn living marvel.
You haven't gained or lost a
He
pound
said
in
you're
55 years.
You're the 8th marvel of the world.
This son of a bitch is doing 6,000 crunches every morning.
I thought it was 60,000.
No, it's 65,000 every day. Now, that's beyond human.
Hey, look at this. Look at this. I just have my dad's phone. Because my phone is about kaput. God damn it. God damn it all to hell. Am I right?
I wouldn't go that far.
Come on, go that far. Go further. There's a picture on my dad's home screen. That's my mom when she was younger.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah, she's still beautiful. In fact, she's become even more beautiful. She's a freak of nature.
No, because that is rare, indeed.
No, but they say men become more beautiful, more handsome.
But the minute you come out with a remark like that, you're going to get on the bad side of feminists. What? Yeah, right. And I'm going to go, right. Get this feminist out of my sight, first of all, sir. I'm in no mood for her idiotic bullshit.
Are you going to even ask me how my trip was?
No, we're not.
No, you're not.
That's the last thing.
You don't care.
What?
You don't care how my trip went. You don't care.
What? He came back from his trip to Morocco with nothing but a collection of photographs.
You didn't say, wait.
Which were not worth a second glance.
Wait. Here's a thing that how do you know I went to Morocco?
I have ESP, sir.
Did Miranda tell you?
No.
Yes.
No.
I don't know if I even told her. I did go to Morocco, but I wasn't originally going to Morocco.
No, have you ever heard of the great painter, French, Eugene Delacroix? He made a trip.
Of course.
What? He made his Kenneth Clark, the great art historian. He came back from his trip to Morocco with one idea, and that a bad one, that women belonged in a harem. That's cute Delacroix and Kenneth Clark.
That's just wrong.
That's not a good idea.
No.
It's not.
No.
A feminist would strangle you if she heard that line.
I would strangle you if I hear that line, so don't say it again.
Delacroix's a genius, man. But what?
Except for his words. He was a good painter, but...
No, he's a great painter.
Okay.
Women belong in a harem.
So,
what if you got up in my apartment? I have a harem, believe it or not.
No, you don't. I've been up there.
A dozen women.
There's nothing but dust
beautiful.
and cutouts from magazines.
Right. There's only a few of sexy women. Right.
Yeah, paper ones.
There's no Playboy.
They're two-dimensional.
But
okay, so speaking
we want to
of...
graduate into the flesh and blood.
So, my dear sir, my trip, the original plan, which we, we executed it, me and my pops. We did the Camino de Santiago, which is a pilgrimage trail, walking 10 miles a day for about 2 weeks. Walking 10 miles every day. From Porto, Portugal to Santiago, Spain. Now, when we arrived at Spain, and I said, I have nothing that urgent that I need to get back to LA for. I have no employment. I quit my job a minute ago, so I'm in between things, and so
you're in transition.
While I'm over here, I'm gonna take this opportunity on a whim I bought a flight to Tangier, Morocco. I'd always wanted to go there.
That's great.
A lot of writers have written about
like this,
a lot of songs.
an impulse.
Okay, and
he believed in the impulsive and exuberant
so
life.
I have a small gift from you. For you.
So do I, on my kitchen counter.
Okay, but this is a small gift because I thought of like, you could actually use this to hold your writing, scripts of writing up on your refrigerator. These are magnets. These are little Moroccan shoes.
They're very charming. They're marvelous.
That are magnets.
They are marvelous.
That's a gift for you. And it won't be the last.
Well, thank you. And we have one for you. Now, where do you see it? In the kitchen counter?
Don't tell me it's that dildo that was up there.
No, I wouldn't even know a dildo if I saw one. I'm not naive when it comes to sex.
You said you're not naive.
I'm.
You are naive or you aren't?
I'm more naive, I'd say, than at least 75% of high school boys.
I can teach you a thing or two.
Well, I would prefer to learn. Well, Sinatra has a song. What? Teach me tonight. This is a man talking to a woman.
I'm free tonight. I can teach you.
Now
tonight.
I need a beautiful woman to teach me the ropes.
What about a bot like the sex robots or sex bots? The sex dolls are getting pretty good. They're pretty realistic these days.
Now this reminds me. 2 years ago, I believe this began. I don't know why this date stands out. March 11th, 2020. The beginning of the pandemic. This scared the hell out of a lot of people.
Not you, though.
The sports are not... When the sports got going, there was still no fans allowed in the park. Now, there's two other countries that love baseball. It's not all over the world. Japan and South Korea. So this South Korean guy has an unusual sense of humor. You're supposed to put dolls to make them, give the players the idea that these are human beings. No, they're dolls. What did he put? 150 pornographic dolls. By the way, the leader of the country, the president, was not amused. He fired the guy the next day.
He put them where?
In the stands. Instead of people.
Like they're topless dolls.
And performing sex acts, right? The mayor.
How are they? They're dolls. How are they performing sex acts? Lifeless dolls.
Sir, but they're dolls. What?
How are they performing?
I just told. They're pornographic dolls. Can you grasp this?
They're not performing sex acts.
Well, they make. Well,
they could potentially be.
You get the picture here. So, do I have to draw pictures for?
I would like that if you could draw a picture.
When you had a guy in class or a girl who was the teacher would say, you should be able to read between the lines a little bit.
Me no.
But in some cases, I have to apparently draw pictures for you. That's not a compliment.
Do you see that dog has shoes?
People love their dogs and cats, sir. That includes my family.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's love, putting shoes on them. Oh my, is this another dog? A second dog? No, that dog doesn't have shoes. No shoes on this dog. I guess it's not loved.
No, there's a word for this. You're giving human qualities to dogs and cats.
And anamorphism, isn't it? And
others are not. Right.
Hello.
This is straight out good-looking dog. Right.
I take full credit.
Well, you should, because did he take care of himself or did you take care of him? You took care of him. And
And
you did an excellent job.
Doing.
Present tense. Your dog is very beautiful. Right?
Present tense, Steve.
I come from a family of dog and cat lovers, sir.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, I come from a family of dogs and cats. I was going to say, you resemble a dog or... No, I'm kidding.
No, well, she called me what? It's the second to last job I had before shoving off for Vegas. Disappointed. Why? Well, my sister-in-law goes, why are you going to Las Vegas? Stay here where people love you. But I had to go to Vegas. Anyway, this gal named Joanne, she's on the night shift with me. It's 11 to 7. And usually it gets around after a month, people still tell me their life stories. Now, she's been divorced twice. That's not her. And so she hasn't had two happy experiences with marriage. And she ends her confessional to Steve Whittemore by saying, all men are dogs anyway. I said, no, I'm a cat. She smiled. I am a cat. I ain't no dog, baby.
No.
I'm an independent.
Not only that, you're the cat's meow.
I am a cat all the way. I do not resemble a dog. I don't want anyone taking care of me.
I don't see any whiskers, though. How often do you shave? I'm
Every
curious.
day.
Every day. You're old school like that.
Oh, yes. I'm really old school. Entirely.
Yeah, I know that.
But
you
see-
don't have a phone, you don't watch...
If I had a beard like you, I'd be tempted to do 2 or 3 days, because you have a good growth.
No, but
I don't.
Here's the problem. I get dermatitis. I get a rash if my facial... I would have a beard down to my pubes.
To your waist.
To my pubes. They would connect. Just as the sideburns connect to me, my beard would connect to my pubes. And they'd get tangled in together.
No, that would be
and
a
they'd
pain
get
in the ass. But-
Well, it'd be unique, though. I would tuck it down into my
If you
pants.
put any value on unique. Right.
No, but here's the problem. I get a rash.
Well, that's no good.
Seborrheic dermatitis.
That's and if what, you don't shave?
If I don't shave, I have to shave, and I usually just trim. I have a electric razor clippers. I usually just trim, except I do with an actual razor shave my upper lip because I like to have the Amish look. Is what I
Yeah, that's fine. I was in the Navy with a guy who had to shave twice a day. His
shave
growth
his face or
on
his
face.
pubes? Okay.
Come on, please. Who the hell shaves his pubes? What are you talking about?
What? You don't shave your pubes?
I understand certain women do, but
Well, yeah, but I mean,
man,
it must.
I've never heard of a man doing that. No.
Do you trim at least?
No.
Oh, it must be a jungle down there.
Let me worry about that. But
All right. I'm just saying, if and when the time comes that you get lucky again.
I could have gotten luck. No, I have to fix myself up before I even.
That's
think
what I'm
about
saying.
it.
You need
Well,
to trim your pubes.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Should we do? Wait, can we each get makeovers? I know an esthetician. She's my close friend. She'll give us both
I was
makeovers.
just thinking. I was just thinking about one of my high school buddies. I'm all palling around with only 2 tribes. I call them. We're all members of the human race. They're either
Tribes?
Italians
You're-
or Jews. And this guy is the son of a dentist, Bruce Roystacker. You put me in mind of this. At 15, he had what they call a nose job. At 15, he didn't like his nose.
Now that's a
My-
sexual act, right? A nose job.
Well, my brother-in-law put it right. When you have this cosmetic surgery, it means you don't like your nose that you were born with. That's true. It's too long. He had a nose job at 15. I'm telling you right now.
I'm thinking about getting a nose job because
No,
this
your
is one,
nose is perfect.
No,
Are
it
you
is-
fucking kidding me or
No,
what, little boy?
no, my nose maybe used to be perfect. It was broken in an accident playing soccer, what the Europeans call football. I ran straight into a man's face.
Oh, yeah.
We
that should do
essentially
it.
kissed in a very violent way.
Oh, I've got a book.
And
One of my nephews
listen to the rest
played
of the
rugby.
story.
Right. You can
Listen
break
to
a
the
bone
rest of the-
easily. Right, especially
Listen to-
you don't have to be an athlete.
Oh, look, that's like you. That's a cat.
What?
Kitty. Oh, it's his cat. He's walking his cat.
That's true.
Hello, madam.
Hello.
Hola, señora.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, bien. Gracias.
¿Tienes tus hierbas?
Marvelous. Oh, this is a good story. Cats and dogs. The guy around the corner from our second to last home, we had a beautiful home, East Carl.
Who's
Hank
we?
Hept, the Whittemore clan. But
God, don't call it a clan.
I'm
That's-
calling him the Whittemore clan. My sister had
call
already
him the
gotten
gang.
married.
Just say the
so-
Whittemore gang.
No, I'm calling him the clan. You're not improving my language, sir.
I
So
am.
Hank Hept, his dog, a German Shepherd, was so well trained and behaved that he could walk his dog off a leash. These are the suburbs. Right. However, he didn't count on one thing. My mother's cat, Wispy. His dog, Duke, chased Wispy into the shrubs. Wispy did an about face. My buddy, Nick Cassio, is observing this whole thing. Who's faster, cats or dogs? Cats. Wispy, as soon as Duke approached him, slashed Duke across the nose 12 times. And Duke went off howling. So I said,
Well-
Hank, don't blame this on my mother's cat. You take your chances when you walk Duke off the leash. He's never going to get run over by a car, but he's going to get scratched by a cat.
Well, so
Sorry.
in Spain, here was an interesting Pontevedra, Spain. I spent two days there. Everyone walks their dogs off leash, and they just are obedient and well behaved.
Well trained and well behaved.
But
obviously.
let's be accurate about the. It's not that cats are faster necessarily; they're more agile and quick. But okay,
Quick
I
is
grew
the
up.
same as fast,
No, it
sir.
isn't. I grew up with a whippet, which is like a greyhound.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
They're fast.
They run 40 miles
I'm not
per
talking
hour.
about what sprinting speed.
That's what I'm saying. They're faster than my dog was
When
faster
they had,
than any cat,
Warren
any
Sapp,
house
This
cat.
is the reason this guy's a great football player. I've been hearing raves about this guy. He's going to be drafted in the first round. He's going to end up a Hall of Famer. But here's how they described him. He's a 320-pound guy who moves like a cat. And on the first play, and Nebraska is known for these linemen, they pancaked Warren Sapp. That means flattened him. He was up like a cat and chased down the running back. That's why I want this guy on my football team. He's 320. He moves like a cat. He's no ordinary 320-pound guy.
Yeah.
Moves like an elephant.
Whereas
No, we don't want elephants
I'm the
on our
opposite.
football team, sir.
I'm lightweight, and yet I move like a sloth.
Then you're not an athlete,
I'm
sir.
very slow, and I speak slow. Have you noticed that? I
Oh, no, you speak well, man. I don't know what. I have a rapid speech myself, I say.
do you?
But
Maybe you could be one of those guys.
well, there's 1,000 people, sir. You've got the voice
Hey.
for voiceovers, sir, all the way.
You've got the voice of an angel gone. An angel who smoked one too many ciggies. Drank one too many whiskeys. Hey, do you have one more of those for me?
Sure.
See, I want to try. These are.
For $2
What brand
a
is
pack,
this?
you
These
can't-
are Seneca.
Yeah,
Oh,
well-
good. They're Native American brand.
He doesn't have the look of a North
Well,
American
that's
Indian at all.
Yes, it does. Are you giving?
Well, I'll show you a
They have
photo
a
of
fucking.
North
He has a
American
fucking
Indian.
thing headdress on.
I'm talking about the face, not the headdress, sir.
Yes, he does. You just don't know faces. And it's called Seneca. The brand is Seneca. That's what native. All right.
Seneca, I
Let's see what
related
this
to
is all about.
upstate New York.
Because they say you're not supposed to inhale cigars, but maybe. Let's see.
Yeah, that's
I
up
have
to
a
you.
light.
You can decide yourself, can't you? Can
No.
you make up your own mind?
No,
or what?
decide for me, please.
Jesus Christ.
So what? Miranda was trying to live with you, huh?
Right. But I'm glad this is not in the hands of Housing Works. It's Barker. I could have Gianni stay with me 3 days a month. I've been here 50 months. That's 150 days. Edward, I met him out here, my first month here. Edward, I said, you're staying with me for 3 nights. I got money. You're staying with me. And you're using the bed. I'm using the couch. And we're going to buy beer and watch a movie. I had Edward, and then 2 girls got in here conniving me. So I've had 5 people over 50 months. No one stays overnight with me.
But is that out of preference, or what? Because I am looking for a place to
Well,
sit.
you definitely, out of preference, you got it made. But I suggest if you want to do it, you start tomorrow when I've got money. You stay Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights. We've got money. The movie, I told you, I timed the first 2 scenes. 3 minutes. It's 54 pages. 27 times 3 is 81. This movie is less than an hour and a half. That's fine.
Perfect. It's
We don't want 3-hour
No,
movies.
perfect length.
Your generation, what are you, Generation X, like my nephews?
Maybe, I don't know.
With you, one thing is expanding. Two things are contracting. What's expanding? Not with you. Your waistlines. What's contracting? Your test scores and your attention spans. No movie maker, I don't even want 2-hour movie. I want a 90-minute movie. Their attention spans suck.
Are you saying you're serving us?
No, but I was afraid of making it too long. I made it too short. I could add 15 pages.
No.
Yeah,
No, keep it. We want it cut. We want it lean like you.
Quite right.
Like you and me. Hello.
No, that couple is very beautiful. Right.
Are they a couple or are they brother and sister?
Well, I'm going to tell you, I don't give a shit. They're still a couple, so.
If they're brother and sister,
That's a couple.
they're not.
That's
not a.
Sure, I didn't
Oh,
say
wait,
a
are they
romantic
touching?
couple. Wait,
Yeah.
snap out of it, will you?
They're not touching. They're not holding hands.
Sir,
I'm not.
You're reminding me.
I'm not
more
convinced.
and more, fella. Geez, my name
What's up,
is
man?
Neighborhood. How you doing, brother?
I'm all good, thank you.
This is Hank Hill. A guy from Long Island who walked this St. Bernard without a leash. You can do it. Granted, your dog's well behaved. And this dog is totally well behaved. What? If your dog is a candidate to run out into the street then I'd put you in jail for walking that dog off a leash. And your car ran over him, and it's your fault.
Here's an image to remember that's burnt into my mind. One day, my mom picks me up from elementary school. She rolls up in her white van, clean as can be. The one thing that's off, that's unusual, that I hadn't seen before, there's blonde fur in the wheels, stuck in between the spokes.
No, this is a car?
This is a car. She had
What are the
on
spokes?
her
What
way.
is the spoke? The hubcap?
Yeah, in the hubcap, in the wheel, there's blonde hair, and
No, wait a minute.
She
is
had
this human hair?
what
what-
do you think she ran? No, it was a dog. She hit a dog.
Now, this is not funny, sir.
It's not funny,
It's not
but
funny at
that's
all.
what I'm saying. It's an image that was burnt. That was traumatic for me.
That would
and
be.
I've never got moved past it.
No, but look.
She said she couldn't stop,
Let me tell you.
but she also said she didn't want to stop. No, I'm kidding.
No, there were all. What came first? Locomotive trains or automobiles? Locomotive trains. Do you know how many accidents there were across country with trains running over what? Cattle that had run loose? What? Are you
no,
kidding
no.
me or what?
No, but
This is the Industrial Revolution.
But listen,
You're not driving a covered wagon.
I had a friend in college. She was actually in a train collision in California.
That's not
was
joke.
the only survivor in her train car.
And this ain't no joke, baby.
It's not a joke, and yet in her college dorm room, she and her friends had put up cartoon pictures of trains crashing. It's like, you're sick, and are you
That's
okay?
their sense of humor, right? Come
I was
on.
like, what the fuck is this?
You have a
place?
morbid sense of humor, right? You like automobile crashes?
I guess that's how some people process their trauma. I don't know.
You have a morbid sensibility, is how I'm describing it.
Me?
No, a person who puts up photos of crashes in their college dorm room. Are you kidding me or what? I'm getting me another roommate, and I'm not fucking around. All right. You and I don't have the same taste. Obviously not. And you're playing heavy metal music, and I'm a Sinatra guy. We're not going to get along. If we last the night, it'll be a miracle.
Are you talking to me? About me?
Heavy metal music.
I'm not into heavy.
No.
You consider Led Zeppelin heavy metal? That's what
Certainly
they call
not.
metal.
No, having the same taste. My two best buddies in West Hollywood, one Ricardo, his main man. I had never heard him. I heard about him. Now I heard him, and he's a real poet. Tupac Shakur.
Oh, yeah.
But he's a real poet. Now, German.
Tupac.
This is my campsite member. No. German's group is heavy metal, Pantera. Now what? He can't stand Sinatra, and I can't stand Pantera. But we're still great friends. We don't have to have the same taste. There's no accounting for taste.
I will say that
I'll get Pantera. I'm not listening to heavy metal.
I will say you're more typical of your generation, though.
Not even my
Wait.
generation. Listen,
I'm not done.
this is my parents' generation.
Yeah.
Sinatra's not popular. I'm a baby boomer. Baby boomers like rock and roll, like Led Zeppelin,
Okay,
the Who, the Rolling Stones, and the Beatles. What?
That makes me think we're even more similar in the sense that because I'm into the shit you're into.
They like classic rock. My generation likes classic rock. That is true, sir.
And my generation likes EDM and hippity hop and trap and
What?
and I like all those things. I like all the music, and yet I do have a soft spot for for jazz and the same shit you listen to.
You're not going to offend anyone with this jazz music, but there people are going to be offended by heavy metal. Not the most offensive stuff. This guy played it for me once. I can't believe it. In the best convenience store I've ever seen in West Hollywood. His uncle owns 7. He's quite well off. He had the stupidity, Eric, to put on what? Gangsta rap. You got to get rid of this. People are going to, they're not going to tell you, hear that again, I'm never shopping in this store. We're not listening to
That's
gangsta
bullshit.
rap.
Everyone loves that type of music.
Everyone loves it. No, my family
Everyone but
detests
you.
it. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, little boy.
You are not. You don't know what you're talking about.
No one listens to gangsta rap in my family or their friends.
Yeah. Everyone in my
Why have I never heard it once? I'm
Because-
out in the streets every day. I'd hear it from a car. That's the one time I've heard it.
because you
in a
hear what you want
convenience
to
store.
hear.
No, you're living in a dream world. You remind me of someone who's on drugs. I'm telling you the truth.
I'm on drugs.
But you must be. You're smoking something besides tobacco. I've heard
I
gangsta
don't.
rap once, and I'm from New York, and I'm living in L.A. All right. Try playing gangsta rap in Ralph's. It's economic suicide. I'm never shopping it here again.
Come sit down.
All right. Fucking around with criminals and guys carrying guns. Gangsters, what?
It's cool. That's what's in style. That's what's stylish.
Except when they throw you in prison. Let's see how cool you are in prison.
Have you done any time?
Apparently, you don't value your freedom too much.
Have you done any time?
Yes.
You have.
3 weeks
For what?
drinking in public to show you how good I am. This is a sheriff. West Hollywood has sheriffs, not police.
What year is
A
this?
woman, I said this is 6 years ago. A woman sheriff goes, I hate Jill Gardner is her name. I hate Sheriff McDougal for locking you up. Here's a sheriff on my side. He's not a gangster. He's homeless and was found drinking. All right. Meanwhile, one of these female felons, what's her name? Olivia. No, she's got an unusual first name. Felicity Huffman.
Isn't that an actress?
She's an actor. She sent $25,000 to a guy from this area to do what? Cheat on her daughter's SAT. So her daughter can get into an Ivy League school. And she only got 2 weeks. I told Mandel's brother is a lawyer. You gave Felicity Huffman 2 weeks? She's a convicted felon. I'm not a felon. You're not a felon when you drink a beer in public. You let her off with 2 weeks. By the way, I had to start screenplay because her daughter didn't know about this. But eventually, of course, she found out. Here's the way I would start this. Mom, would you still love me even if I didn't get into an Ivy League school? And her mother goes, of course, darling. And I thought, Then why did you cheat? That cut, you fill in the rest.
Cheers.
How you doing?
Hey,
What's
how
up,
you
man?
doing, brother?
Pretty good.
You're
Pretty
looking
good.
great. This guy is good. He's
Yeah,
got
good
great
fresh.
attitude.
You guys doing an interview over here?
Yeah, we have a podcast together.
Oh, nice. Hey, were you the guy who hooked Satra up with the sketchbooks?
Yeah.
He was talking. He said, "Oh, this guy gave me the sketchbooks." That was nice. Of you.
What's your name, man?
I'm Ben. I live over in 1805.
Nice to meet you. 1805. I don't know places by their numbers. That's that way.
Everything's got a little character on this street, so it
Yeah.
sticks out. But you guys have a good one. I'll have to listen to the podcast. What's it called?
It's called Little Boy
No,
and My Dear Sir.
no, it's not. It's called.
That is what it's called. He doesn't fucking know.
Yeah,
I told you this. I decide
You're
on the
not
title.
even coming.
I
out to
decide
my
on the
apartment,
title.
little boy. We're podcasting a screenplay. Who wrote it?
We're
Me.
gonna
What's
Great
the
radio
title?
voice, right? Isn't this?
We
the
know
voice
it's
for
a radio
And I'm
voice?
exploiting him.
And by the way, the guy gave me a good piece. What? It's maybe a backhanded compliment. He said to me, "You, sir, have the voice for radio, and you also have the face for radio."
This is yeah.
We're podcasting a screenplay. Who wrote it? Me. What's the title? The Late Bloomer. It should take 2 days. at
Late
most.
bloomer.
He and
What is
I,
that? Is
the
that about
late bloomer?
puberty?
I got one scene in it.
Everybody's body develops at different ages. It's okay, man. It's all right.
No, well, I
you're
got-
like blooming into screenwriting.
No,
I think
what?
that's great.
No,
Like it's
I got a guy and a gal in a park in Southampton, the Hamptons,
okay.
and we're watching Shakespeare in the Park, As You Like It.
Okay.
So she asked if I could. She asked if she could sit down on the blanket. I said, of course. All right. So I remark about these actors; they're marvelous. And she says, "This is the last 20%." She says, after he remarks the voices they have, they speak as though they were singing. These are stage actors, not movie stars. And she says, "You have the same kind of voice. Maybe you should be up there too." There's a pause. Do you know what you remind me of? Someone who's blooming. And the guy goes, "But I'm 44 years old." And she says, "Then you must be a late bloomer." I got the title in.
Nice.
I didn't plan this out. Thomas Mann made a great mark about writing. The ambition must not come before the work. The work itself might bring it forth. You have 100 preconceptions, but you find yourself veering off in another direction that you never thought of. Take that direction. It was just given to you.
Why create if you've already created it in your mind? What's the fun that I'm just
Well, you're right.
executing what I've already come
Well,
up
there
with?
people are
Thomas
unintelligent.
Mann, great Los Angeles writer. So,
Thomas Mann?
yeah.
He's my main writer.
Oh yeah.
I got it. What? He's from Germany, by the way.
He lived in L.A. for a little while.
Did he really?
Sontag, when she was a teenager, went to go visit.
No
him.
shit.
So, anyway.
I had no idea.
Yeah, you can visit the house. It's a museum, but it's been closed because of COVID. But
Thomas Mann was born in Germany. In 1933, he saw what was happening in his country, the rise of Nazism.
yeah,
I don't have to get to 1940. 1933. He takes his wife, he's got money and kids, and he goes out to the Pacific Palisades. That's where he
yeah,
lived.
yeah.
That's 1940. The world's going, no. Germany is going to hell. It's not because of just one guy either.
Yeah.
You followed him. You got a bad legacy.
Everybody's complicit. I actually have to go
Yeah.
because I got to work on my novel, but I'd love to podcast with you
Oh,
guys another
hell yeah,
time.
man.
Keep up the good work, everybody.
You too. Always a
Nice to
pleasure.
meet you, Ben.
Take it easy.
Always a pleasure.
Nice to meet you. What was your name, man?
Gianni.
Gianni. Take care.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's definitely a good guy. He's an intelligent, good guy.
Yeah, I think he might be good prey.
Pray for what?
He might be a good victim. Our next victim.
We don't look at it that way. You have a sense of humor, right?
I haven't.
Well, you
Maybe
could,
I do
I
have-
could see you
Hello.
associated.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Simply marvelous.
Come on, Greg.
What's up, my friend?
Say hi. I can't wait to get you on your page. Come on, Greg.
Play a few chords. Yeah, but...
This shit is so out of tune.
Yes.
I think 30 minutes, an hour is too long for a podcast, I think. 30 minutes is good. It keeps them wanting more. What do you think?
The whole screenplay.
No, yeah, but we'll do it in friggin'
At the most, 3
segments.
days.
Yeah, so
stringing this out over a week,
three episodes, 30 minutes each.
That's it. It's not 3 episodes, by the way.
Yeah, 3 episodes of the podcast, I mean.
Yes, yeah, 3 installments.
3 installments. The Late Bloomer by Stephen Whittemore. Do you prefer Steve or Steven?
It doesn't bother me, either one.
How about Vin? Can we just call you Vin? Vin Whittemore. What's your middle name?
John. No, I do go. I just wrote my sister's, but as I tell a lot of people, Steve Whittemore. Steve Whittemore is my stage name. My real name is Sebastian Calmondale. What a name.
Carmondale, because you have a fetish for Italians, right?
Well, that's Calmondale is not Italian, sir. It's English.
Carmondale?
Colmondele.
That's too long. Shorten it.
No, sir. I wanted a flowery and pretentious name for this guy. Sebastian Calmondale.
You know what I think, Steve?
We got a simple name and a late bloomer. Tom Cameron. That's not a pretentious
Steve,
name.
do you know what I think? My dear sir, I think that... How long has it been? We've been talking for 38 minutes.
I was going to say 40. I'm bad with space. I'm good with time.
No. Okay.
I was going to say we've been out here 40 minutes.
But I'm just feeling like this is a good time to stop for today, and let's just leave our listeners wanting more, ready for your screenplay next time.
Yeah, I'll take your advice all the way.
All right.
But
Listeners, I'm going to miss you. Say goodbye, Steve. And don't just say goodbye, make it classy.
yeah, good night, ladies and gentlemen.
That's fucking all you're going to say.